Alright. I've got spare time on my hands, so I'm using it to breeze through some preparations for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, looks like Tohsaka's calling me.
便が上がりましたね。それでは私が先にお風呂を使わせてもらいます。
ライダーも先に使って。私は課題仕上げなくちゃいけないから。
しかしさくらの方が。
They continue on like that as I head into the hallway. Since I'll be last, should I turn down the gas before my turn? I'll get dizzy from the accumulated steam after the girls have gone if I don't. Well, putting that aside for now. Has she already gone to her room? Normally you stay put after calling someone out. Oh well. But if I suddenly brought her a can of beer, she'd probably just hit me while going on about trying to make her fat or something. Again, well, remember the time that everyone was like drinking alcohol? Especially Rin. She was like drinking some brandy or whatever. But that's kind of weird. I mean, they're in high school, right? I don't know. Even though, like, technically, there's a disclaimer when you open the game. It says all the characters are over 18, you know, especially because it's an Arrow game originally. It's kind of like the drinking age, I believe, in Japan is, I think it's 20, right? I don't know, maybe it depends on the prefecture, but I think it's 20, but like, I don't think any of them are actually 20, I don't know. Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. It's illegal. No, they're all drinking beer underage, you know. She's the opposite of Fujine, who always needs a drink after a bath. While mumbling these things to myself, I head towards Tohsaka's room.
Tohsaka, 入るぞ。
お、来た来た。入っていいわよ。
Tohsaka's voice sounds unusually cheerful. And yet perhaps there's some kind of law of equivalent exchange that makes me become anxious whenever Tohsaka seems to be in high spirits.
Tohsaka, どんな用向きだ？
そんな警戒しなくてもいいわよ。取って食うわけじゃないんだから。
I was expecting, I don't know, maybe, well, the last bath thing, I guess, didn't really, like, you know, show like a... What did it? I can't remember now. I don't think it showed like a bathtub like CG or anything, you know? I remember it facing night, you know, we literally walked in on Saber in a bathtub naked, so that happened. But I guess, even though it involves baths, it's not really a bath scene? I don't know, anyway. I wonder if I'm overthinking this. But then again, Tohsaka smells so nice, fresh out of the bath, and with just the two of us in the room at night, of course I'll be nervous.
さて、呼んだのは他でもないわ、エミヤくん。こんなことあなたじゃないと頼めないし。
Tohsaka's words were highly suggestive. I'm a nervous wreck, having no idea what she's thinking of or intends to.
肩もんで？
Rub her shoulders.
だから肩。風呂上がりに揉まれると効くのよね。
Okay. Whee! And just like that, my sweet expectations were blown away with just one swift strike. As though Tohsaka had struck it like a ball at the batting cages, sending it flying beautifully into the net while it came crashing down the window or something.
ほら、こういうことはエミヤくんにしか頼めないじゃない？セイバーやサクラには気が引けるし、ライダーだと私の鎖骨粉砕しかねないし。
Really? It'll be awkward. I mean, I guess kind of awkward, Sakura. I don't know how your relationship is with your sister. But Saber? I don't think it'd be awkward with Saber, but I don't know.
確かに、俺じゃないと頼めないよな。納得。
I completely understand, but it's still really depressing. Tohsaka's shoulders seem to be bothering her after a bath, and there isn't anyone else suitable to ask. Well, it's not like there aren't some servants that might be good at something like this, but taking a step back, you know, it's funny because I'd imagine maybe she asks Shirou because she always asks like Archer, you know, to massage her shoulders or something all the time before.
そうね。やっぱり血圧高くないから血行が悪くてね。
肩こるほど大きなものをぶら下げてないのに。
What? I've heard people talk about that, but I wonder how true it is. That's in the domain men can only imagine, but someone like Sakura might know the truth of the matter.
何か言ったエミヤ君。
いや、さくらは凝りそうだけど、遠坂はどうなんだろうかなんて考えてもない。
そう。じゃあ今のは聞かなかったことにしておくわ。
I narrowly avoided stepping in it big time. I mean, but you didn't though? But because of that, I have no chance of getting out of this massage.
エミヤ君って得意そうよね、こういうの。
自慢じゃないけど、藤根相手に仕込まれてきたからな。ちょっと自信はある。
藤村先生なら四郎にさせてそうよね。羨ましい。
そうか？
そうじゃない。そういうことを気軽に頼める相手がいるっていうのはいいものよ。
なのかな。藤根に肩を揉まれたことは、いや、なくもなかったが。
Fujine was like, "Come on, Shiro, you're also really stiff, aren't you?" And just started,
そう言われてなぜか生体の実験になり、最終的にはサブミッションの新技開発大会に。
はいそう。
訂正。あんまり羨ましくないわね、それは。
I have a feeling I've just exposed the true idiotic relationship between me and Fujine to Tohsaka again. I think to myself, how could Fujine, despite being a bit older than me, seriously turn that into wrestling practice? Wrestling practice,
関節技や生体の真似事はいいから、普通に肩もみでお願いするわ。
Just grab her by the belly, from behind her and do a suplex.
おだちんくれとは言わないから、安心して揉まれてくれ。じゃあ、遠坂。
I stand behind Tohsaka and reach out for her shoulders. But as I get closer to the sound of her hair...
シロ、何かおかしいことがあるの？
なんでもない。ちょっと緊張してるだけだ。初めてだからな。
That isn't the real reason I'm nervous. The thought of Tohsaka with her slender neck and shoulders unconsciously making girlish moans... Calm down. This is just a shoulder rub, a massage. There's no further meaning to it. Of course there
変
isn't,
なところ
obviously.
触ったら殺すからね。
そこがガチガチに凝っててもか？
バカ。
Saying that actually calmed me down. Whipping her shoulders, I used my fingertips to search for the stiffness in her muscles. Huh?
お客さん凝ってますね。
わかる？やっぱりほら、私ってできる女だから。
いろいろ苦労してるんでしょうね。
出来の悪い弟子のことを心配したりとかね。
So basically it's my fault. Meaning giving this massage like a way to make up for my incompetence?
冗談よ。本当にシロのことで肩が凝ったら今頃うっ血死してるわよ。
手ひどいな、それは。じゃあ少しはまともになればこんなに肩こりはしないのか？
She moans as my hands move. Yes. As I massage below her collarbone, Tohsaka lets out a light sound of pleasure.
さて、どうでしょう。はあ、でもいいわね。肩揉んでもらうのって。あんまり揉んでもらったことないから、私。
だよな。
Tohsaka's been living alone for a long time, but there's not really anyone at school she could ask. Probably not even Mitsuzuri.
なかなか安心して他人に背中を預けられなくてね。疑心暗鬼が基本姿勢の因果な家業じゃない？私たちって。肩揉んでもらうなんて危なっかしくて。
I don't know, it just reminds me of, I don't know, just randomly reminds me of the Mind of Steel ending in Heaven's Fields, like leaving your back open. I was thinking like how, because that was the ending where Shiro wins the Holy Grail War by himself by, not abandoning his ideas, by not abandoning his ideals actually. And I was thinking like how he would win was by backstabbing Rin, so I'm just imagining him just, leaving her back open, and then that's how he gets her, he offers the shoulder rub and then stabs her in the back, literally.
おまけに遠坂の学校の猫かぶりもあるだろ。ちょっと肩揉んでくださらないかしらなんて他の人には言えないよな。
今でも私のことをそう見てるんだ、エミヤくん。
いや、 や、俺はともかく首をゴキゴキやってたら下級生が幻滅して悲しむからやめといた方がいい。
I apply more pressure upwards from the nape of her neck. It really is stiff, enough to make me consider buying bathing products to help deal with stiff shoulders from now on.
上出来。これだけでもちょっとシローがいてくれてありがたいなって思ってるのよ。
よし、それなら今晩は徹底的に遠坂を揉み倒す。
シロー、そんなにしたら
I'm now okay. Well, I imagine now maybe someone's listening. You know, behind that door. It's gonna sound quite well, what's the word? I mean, it's gonna say like misunderstanding. I guess I don't know. That the sentence doesn't make sense, but it sounds quite. I don't know. Anyway, saying that, I immersed myself into Tohsaka's massage. Her voice was faintly sensual. I guess this isn't so bad.
そこ極楽。
Misleading. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word I was thinking of. Misleading. It sounds misleading.
だが
Right?
この
Is that
程
the word? I don't
度
know.
準備運動にも及ばぬと知れ。本番はここからだぞ、遠坂。
まだするの
Her shrieks filled with pleasure, aka relaxation, would reverberate throughout the room. Like this, the shoulder massage goes on late into the night, quote-unquote shoulder massage. However, my hands have become quite sore. Okay. I was hoping for like a funny scene where either maybe Saber or Sakura, was like standing right outside the hallway and they come in or whatever, misunderstanding the situation or something. I don't know. I guess we have to do like another scene with this one. Let's see. Sakura or Tohsaka? Sakura, we go like shopping, I guess, or Tohsaka to the pool. Well, we just gave her a back massage. Why not go to the pool as well? Pool date. See her in her swimsuit, I guess. Alright. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but to be honest, the pool scenes, I don't know. They're not all that interesting to me, but alright. I mean, it's like, it's a romance part, Whatever. Tohsaka and I made a promise to go to the pool together. It's true that my aim is now to see her in her swimsuit rather than play in the water, but that doesn't change the fact that we're going to the pool. It's a nice day out, and it's not like I've got anything to lose, so here goes.
遠坂、ちょっといいか。
エミヤくん、いいわよ。
Tohsaka's room is so disorganized as ever. I just started talking to her without setting in the mood or anything, but with Tohsaka it's better to be straightforward. If I'm roundabout in asking her, she'll probably make unreasonable demands on me again. She'll act all soon.
やってきたのは他でもない。遠坂、プールの約束覚えてるか？
シントのワクワクザブーンのこと？
She goes speechless for about 5 seconds. It seems like she's recalling all the things we talked about that time.
そう。わざわざ自分から来たってことは、覚悟はできたってことかしら、エミヤくん。
覚悟か。まあ、それなりには。
Seeing as it has come to this, I know I won't be able to face her at the pool with only half-hearted determination. Of course, the desire to see Tohsaka half-naked is an ample source of resolve. Okay.
ならいいけど。
It really is, I don't know, it's just like, the pool scenes like really is just Shirou. I want to see waifu naked! Or half-naked, I guess.
水着なんて持ってるの？一緒にいるのが学園指定の競泳用だっていうのはちょっと嫌よ。
ちゃんと用意してある。遠坂の方こそうちのやつじゃないだろうな。
Like my wife, eh?
それじゃあご不満？
いや、そりゃこっちが不満というよりは、遠坂の方が不満というか難しいというか。
A school swimsuit would be no fun at all. I mean, that in itself is fine, since it does bring out the body's curves splendidly, but wouldn't one wear Something more brilliant and showy for water leisure? Wait, but that navy blue certainly has its charms. After all, simple is best, like the beauty of unspoiled wildflower, right? Okay, it's weird, like... This was weird, like, I don't know, it's also an anime trope, but like, you know... It's like kind of like a fetish, I guess. Like a, well, like a... How do you say the word? Not like a serious fetish, but like a, to be played for laughs, I guess. That the typical like Japanese swimsuit or whatever is fetishized or whatever.
そういうことなら俺は別に
If Tohsaka's fine with it, then there's nothing wrong with the school swimsuit. I think is there a word for that? I don't remember what the word is. There's a word for like, you know, the swimsuit that always appears in high school anime, you know, like blue.
ごめん、今の冗談だったんだけど。
Looks like a blue like one piece or whatever.
どうしたのよ、エミヤくん。いつもならやめろって慌てふためくのに変に懐深かったりして。っていうか、さっきから変よ、すごく。落ち着いているようで落ち着いていない。
Maybe so. I'm going to the pool of Tohsaka. I prepared myself for this, but there's no way I wouldn't be nervous at all. And now I'm thinking of what she'd look like in a swimsuit even while I'm talking to her. I guess she looked like that, a silhouette though. Not good. I'm getting anxious over nothing. Calm down. We're just going to a local indoor swimming pool, as not as if it's a fight to the death. Maybe it is. Maybe we will fight to the death.
とにかくお互い水着の用意はできてるんだ。
Gotta like practice, you know, fighting when we're underwater or something.
ならもっとなしだ。今日これからプールに行こう。約束通り、遠坂の水着を見せてくれ。
I mentioned it again. For some reason, Tohsaka gulps and says,
いいわ、望むところよ。挑まれたからには答えなくちゃ。遠坂の治るだし。けど
なんだよ。
私の話ちゃんと覚えてる？エミヤくん。このデートは10日交換。私の水着姿を見せる代わりにエミヤくんは私の言うことを必ず聞くのよ。
The law of equivalent exchange. She's watched Full Metal Alchemist, obviously.
それでも私の水着が見たい？
見たいってば。それを覚悟で誘いに来たんだから。
Isn't she the one who asked me if I was prepared in the first place?
分かってるわ。確認しただけ。いいわ。約束だからね。後でどんなに後悔しても聞いてあげないんだから。
And with that, she chases me from the room. Tohsaka needs to get ready, so we'll meet by the doorway in half an hour. And that's how I set the promise into motion. You never know what might happen after all. Better sooner than later.
それじゃあ出かけてくるから、留守番よろしく。
みんな、お土産は期待しててね。
いや、行くのは信徒だし、あんまり洒落たお土産は無理じゃないか。
嘘、冗談だってば。ちょっと気分出しただけ。
And so, that pent-up cheerfulness gradually simmered down to a self-conscious silence. I expected nothing more from myself, but I didn't think Tohsaka would be so quiet.
じゃあ行こうか。券はもらい物のがあるから。
Is it even more tickets that we got for free somehow?
そうなの？得したわね。
What's this? Something's off. Tohsaka's being unusually meek.
見えてきたわね。ワクワクザブーン。
ワクワクザブーン。
情けない。今になって気にしだすなんて。
何か言ったか、遠坂。
別に初めて行く場所だから面白ければいいなって。そういうエミヤくんは楽しそうね。
I guess Tohsaka isn't interested in Waku Waku Splash at all right now. But then she seems to mull it over for a second, turns back to face me and gets fired up.
よし、行きましょう。シロ、覚悟はいいわね。
I hope you're ready for the swimsuit, Sprite.
いいよ。できてるって、初めから。
それじゃあ行くわよ。 着替えたら首を洗って待っていなさい。
With that, Tohsaka marches into Waku Waku Splash. The bravado makes me feel like I'm watching a tank rolling off to battle. But that makes me the combat medic falling behind leisurely.
それじゃあ15分後、プールサイドで。
But that doesn't make sense, because if she's a tank, then why would you be the combat medic? Because, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess if the drivers get injured. But I was thinking like a mechanic or engineer would make more sense, you know? But I don't know. I'm just thinking like, you know, especially like a lot of like modern FPSs. You can like, you know, when someone's driving a tank and your ally tank gets damaged, you're just like an engineer class, you go up to it and then you just like do an animation where you like, I don't know, screw a bolt with your wrench and then it somehow repairs the tank or something. Anyway, I split up with Tohsaka in the locker rooms, get changed quickly, and check myself in the mirror before heading through the gate. You couldn't possibly expect the hot August sun in the middle of autumn. I guess it really is like a greenhouse. Yeah, that's why it feels hotter inside.
Oh.
A blazing, blinding light greets the intending couples.
すごいな。本当にこんなのを作ってたんだ。
Again, it's kind of weird because we've been here like 3 times already, but I guess Shiro's still surprised. Artificial summer sunlight. Azure sparkling as far as the eye can see. As far as I could tell, the ad looked fake, but now I'm honestly impressed.
納得。こりゃ10月でも客が来るはずだ。
After all, it's like a tropical dome here. If they went this far to recreate the atmosphere of fun in the sun, I think anyone would want to relive their summer memories here. Or maybe, well, actually, I'm thinking like, maybe it's not like a greenhouse, more because it's like a dome, right? So I'm thinking like, maybe the dome is covered, but there is like a light, you know, up in there in the ceiling that looks like the sun or something.
よし。
And everything else is like temperature controlled. I don't know. I pull out a beach chair to wait for Tohsaka. Compared to guys, girls take a long time to change. Tohsaka swimsuit, huh? Kind of reminds me of Smash, you know, introducing the new character. Rin is introduced to Smash. Amazing. I really want to see it, but maybe I should think about what absurd conditions she's going to lay on me. New opponent approaching. I can't get careless. On top of the amusement she gets out of humiliating me, her years of experience also give me an advantage, or rather give her an advantage, rather. Well, whatever. No need to overthink things. For now, I'll just wait for her to come out. With her style and figure, Tohsaka would definitely draw attention in public. Like all the waifus, they're always described as like, you know, the most beautiful beings on earth. Because they're the main characters, you know. With that much commotion, there's no way she could sneak up on. Oh. Just now, I think I glimpsed a Teru Bozu doll in the corner of my eye. Teru Bozu. I believe it's still those little I would say ghosts, not really ghosts, but like, you know, it's like a weird like doll that you make to like pray for, you know, non-rainy days. Like if it's like a rainy day, you make a Teru Bozu doll, and then that somehow it's like a superstition, but you know, it's to like wish for like a sunny day, you know, to make the rain go away. I think that's what it is. Teru Bozu. But there's no mistake. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of, well, it's not really like Tohsaka, but it's like, you know, it's like a blanket that you like wrap around something. That white figure floating over there is Tohsaka. It's rather odd for a swimsuit.
Oi, Tohsaka!
Again, I'm always impressed by their animation. You know, they bounce the sprite up and down, whoop, 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 make her look like her walking. I don't know, it's so cheap, but also, I guess it's cute. I don't know. Tohsaka stops at my car and reluctantly shuffles over.
大声出さないでよ。誰か知り合いがいたら困るじゃない。
何を今さら。Tohsakaなら遠目でもすぐにわかる。
Yeah, you're the only one with like twin tails.
で、それはなんだ?
At least I think so. Is there any other character like twin tails? I can't remember. Maybe. Tohsaka is standing in front of me, covered in a white bath towel. It's like she's wearing a poncho. Yes. Don't tell me that's her swimsuit. Well, no, obviously, Shirou. Are you that dense?
見てわからない？
わかると思う。ズバリ、それは我が家のバスタオルだ。
ああ、これはちょっとエミヤくんの借りたから。
That much is obvious. But it's not where the towel came from that I'm wondering about. I want to know what's under it.
トサカ、約束通り、今日こそはトサカの水着姿を見せてもらうぞ。
こっちだってそのつもりよ。でもね、シロ、お互いフェアに行きましょう。
Fairly? Hiding behind a towel isn't fair to begin with. She likes using that word. I don't think it means what she thinks it means.
フェア？それはどういう？
だっていきなり私の水着姿を見たら交換条件を無条件で飲むってことになるじゃない。エミヤ君にも判断する機会はあってしかるべきよ。
なるほど。そういうことか。
Maybe that's Tohsaka's way of being nice. It's funny, but it's funny how like if she's wearing a towel now and then we convince her to like, you know, take it off, it feels like she's flashing. I don't know, maybe even though it's not. I thought she was just being random, but it turns out she's actually giving me one last chance to back out. Well, she's giving herself one last chance to back out, rather. Really?
もし俺が飲まなかったらどうするんだよ。
In actuality.
それはあなたが気にしないでもいい事柄よ。じゃあ契約開始ね。私からエミヤ君への条件は。
Ah, yes, it reminds me of I think it was the Heaven's Feel that she made like a weird contract with Shirou on like a rooftop or something. I hold my breath, listening intently.
今日一日私の命令に絶対服従。
Oh, wait, that's it?
いいぞ。実にお安いご用だ。
絶対服従よ。絶対服従。サーバントよ、小松会よ、召使いよ。あなたちゃんと分かってるの？
You might even be forced to kill Sakura, you know, like in Heaven's Feel.
分かってるってば。そんなの今までと似たようなもんじゃないか。
It's not much of a bargaining point if you ask me, but if that's all she wants, I'll gladly take it. And here I was afraid she was going to make impossible requests or otherwise trap me in those evil genius schemes I know her all too well for. Is really, I don't know if she has like evil genius schemes. I feel like Shirou sometimes exaggerates of how like Rin is. No, sometimes it's nice to be wrong.
言われてみればそうね。せっかくの水着の条件ならもっとひねりを加えた方が。
いや、ひねらなくていい。で、どうする？俺の方にトサカが保険をかけたいなら誓約でも契約でもするけど。
そこまですることはないわよ。約束したらシローは逆らわないんだから。
She knows me too well. Now it's a fair exchange, which means it's Tohsaka's turn. This is awkward. I feel like I'm on the verge of realizing a great accomplishment, but I can't make that last step. But at this rate, Tohsaka will definitely get angry. I can't prove it, but I trust my instincts on this. I clear my throat once. She's being uncharacteristically timid and you could cut the tension with a knife. But I have to say something.
じゃあ契約成立だな。なんだ。俺早くトサカの水着姿が見たいん。
Now strip. Do it. No. What she was basically saying though. My throat goes dry like I've just swallowed dry ice. Wait, that would kill me. Well, is dry ice? Well, actually, I don't know. Dry ice is not really dry, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know. As it were actually summer, the sounds of splashing waves are unbelievably loud. Baka. And, oh yeah, the white towel falls away. Alright. Oh, it's a swimsuit. Dazzling bright red. Well, that's her color, you know. a supple body wrapped in crimson. Again, we're treated to like Shirou's descriptive well, I was gonna say descriptive description. That makes no sense. Anyway, like lemon and tea, like birds in the sky, like salt and pepper near a frying pan. Really? Is that? The swimsuit hugs Tohsaka Rin like it was just meant to be. Caught up, I'm blushing from all the stimulation. To be honest, I've always expected that people like me are less interested in the opposite sex than they should be. But let me just say I've been proven wrong about all that right here. I don't know, just ran. Again. Look. I wish she had abs. I don't know. Again, the same thing with Saber. I expect Rin to have abs. Because she's been training. Doesn't she have like a bunch of like workout equipment, you know, in her basement, and she knows kung fu. So I don't know. I just expect her to have like a six-pack, but I guess not. Loading comments, I guess. I need to hurry or gain my senses and lock up the animal within me. Yes.
なんとか言いなさいよあんた。ちょっと。
いや、またごめん。
いきなり謝るのはなしよ。で、どうなの、シロ？
どうも何も、美味しいものは美味しいとしか言えないようにだな。もううまく言えないけど似合ってる。もったいないくらい似合ってる。
面白い表現ね。それって私が水着に？それとも水着が私にもったいないくらい？
バカ、登坂が俺にもったいないくらいに決まってるだろ
う。ありがとう。けどそんなことないわよ、エミヤくん。あなたも十分立派だもの。そうね。女の子っぽく褒めるなら健康的なお色気ってところかしら。
She giggles happily. Wait, what's a hot build?
そりゃ体は鍛えてるけど、今の登坂相手なら筋肉より背が欲しい。
If I was just 5 centimeters taller, then Tohsaka probably wouldn't be embarrassed to be seen with me. Well, I mean, that's Archer, right? Isn't that Archer? Archer is taller.
ありがとうね、シロ。
ありがとうってなんでさ。
いいの、秘密よ。
秘密? I guess.
取引交渉はこれにて成立。覚悟なさい。ここから遊びまくるわよ。
And so, we went back to treating her like a princess as usual. It's summer. It might be October, but there's no doubt that this world is soaking in summertime. The setup in this all-weather indoor resort isn't enough to describe it. This room, this atmosphere is the essence of summer. I'm carrying a tray with tropical drinks. As for Tohsaka...
ちょっとしたパラダイス気分ね。
Okay, she's just relaxing. She floats happily without a care in the world.
どうしたの、エミヤくん。難しい顔してるわよ。
なんでもない。これが約束なんだから。
While Tohsaka relaxes, I'm playing butler. I mean, this is what you asked for. Standing here, patiently holding a tray in one hand, must look particularly odd against the leisurely surroundings. As far as absolute obedience goes, this is well within my limits, but once I come to my senses, it's not like I'll have no regrets doing this at a neighborhood pool.
いいわね。あっちは新規臭くて気がめいってたから。
あっちってイギリスか？
そう。霧のロンドンって言えばロマンチックだけど、基本的に冷涼必順なところよ。あれなら花の都パリにあった方がいいのにね。それがダメなら温泉があるとことか。
なんだそりゃ。パリはともかく別府や草津の温泉保養地に魔術師が住んでるって絵にならないじゃないか。
鎌倉とかには分子に混じっていたって話よ。もっともおじいさまの世代だけど。
Okay. Kamakura scholars? What century are we in again? Aside from Kurotsugu, Tohsaka, and the Mato, I don't know much about the other magi in this country. It's the first I've heard of them, yeah.
ともかくあっちの太陽の少なさを実感すればやっぱりバカンスも行きたくなるわよ。やっぱり夏はいいわね。こうしてのんびりしてるだけですごく気が楽になるわ。
She slowly floats up and down. Tohsaka seems to enjoy floating in the pool. The water's warm and the rhythm of the waves is soothing. Of course, I'm just standing in it. just standing there, holding the tray.
シロ
なんだ、もっと沖まで漕ぎ出すか？
そうじゃなくて向こうに一緒に行ったらね。休暇の間にこっちに戻ってくるのもいいけど、一緒に向こうの海に行きましょう。
海か。イギリスって海水浴場あるのか？
あるけど砂浜の日光浴ばっかりで面白くないわよ。行くのなら南仏コートダジュールかエーゲ海あたり。やっぱり地中海がゴージャスで花よね。
Well, it's a lot of traveling to do. Tohsaka banters on. A vacation in the Mediterranean, huh? As lame as it is, I can't think of anything besides a blue ocean and a white beach. And being alone with Tohsaka, I shouldn't imagine any further.
ずいぶん本格的だな。地中海ってどんな風なんだ？
それはもうきっと楽園みたいなところよ。
楽園ですか。赤日の姿は核や。
Okay, Ryder's here again.
あの辺なら私も詳しいのです。クレタかミロス、パロスやナクソスですか？
Wait, what was that? That strange answer filled with emotion.
うわ、なんで？
An amazingly beautiful woman, one that would turn heads. She's wearing a swimsuit and not wearing glasses, but she's...
ライダー。
こんにちは、シロ、リン。ここでお会いするとは奇遇です。
Ryder laughing and smiling in a swimsuit. Am I dreaming? I can't even see her eyes and I'm not turning into a chunk of rock.
ライダーメガネじゃない。どうしてここに？
いえ、私も骨休みに遊びに来ていただけです。リンやシロと同じように。
Oh, whenever she has free time, Ryder always seems to be engrossed in reading, so having her come to the pool is a bit unexpected.
お二人のお邪魔をする気はなかったのですが、私のコチのことをお話ししていたようなので、つい口を挟んでしまいました。
いや、そうだったよね。いや、でも。
Boobies. I observed Ryder's swimsuit as deftly as I can. Seeing Tohsaka was enough to make my head blank already, and Ryder's no less competitive in that regard. Or rather, the fact is different. Hiding behind an ideal adult female figure with such little material should be considered criminal.
何か私におかしなところがありますか？
ない、全くない。完全だ。パーフェクト。
Perfecto. Translated into punch force equivalent, this one's coming in at around 1 ton.
そうですか。シロに褒めてもらえて自信が出ました。
Doing this in front of Rin, though, it's kind of, it's a bit rude. Even if you ignore the swimsuit, having Ryder smile like this is rare. As it turns out, I thought this was the Tohsaka route, the Tohsaka date, but it's been hijacked by Ryder, I guess. Being taken in by the side is also a given.
いや、そうじゃなくて。ライダー、今日は一人か？
ええ、羽を伸ばしに来ただけです。リンとシロの監視のため私が尾行に来た。というのも面白そうですが、残念ながら今回は偶然です。
Detailless. I can think of only one person who asked that of Ryder. Oh yeah, Saber.
さて、私はお邪魔でしょうから、あちらで泳いできます。お二人ともごゆっくり。エーゲのことが知りたいのでしたら、 後ほど喜んで。
Aegean? Are you trying to wife up Ryder? Well, the way this visual novel works, actually, we don't really get to choose. Well, I guess we get to choose. We get to choose the scenes, but I guess we don't really like get an ending. As far as I know, you know, like a lot of dating sims, you get to choose like a waifu that I guess you end up with or something. But well, it's different in Fate Hollow Ataraxia. There's no like routes or anything, as far as I know, anyway. There's a bunch of fan service scenes, I guess, and it's weird because it's like all of them you can like date everyone, but not really. I don't know. Well. And without causing a single ripple, she disappears into the water, swimming away quickly. Her style is vaguely non-human-like, but also fitting. The snake. As I keep looking in her direction, as she's not coming up, Ryder swims like a water serpent, vanishing swiftly into the water.
ちょっと、エミヤくん。
Fate series was a hentai game before anything else. Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's more like a visual novel that had arrow scenes originally. So, there you go. I mean, just like a lot of visual novels. It's not really, I don't know, it's not really a dating sim. Like, when you think visual novel, you think dating sim, but like, it's not really a dating sim. It's mostly just like, about the characters and the story and everything, first and foremost. And then like, the arrow scenes came after, I don't know, something like that. Floating her swim ring, Tohsaka does not look happy.
いや今ライダーがいてたな。
そうね、私もびっくりしたわ。まさか本当に知り合いに会うとは思ってなかったし。
ああ、すごかったなライダー。メガネしてなかったけど、石化の魔眼はどうしてんのかな。
Those were her glasses. How does that work? You said it was a secret that she could not wear her glasses, but then it works out anyway?
あれは一生合わせようにハードコンタクトも作ってみたんだけど、そんなことじゃなくて。
Okay, it was contact lenses. Okay. Have I seen the new Fate Grand Order anime? I think I've heard about it. Yeah, I don't know if well, I've never really watched any of the Fate Grand Order anime though. Maybe, but like, I was never really into the story of Fate Grand Order. I like it, but like most of it is like pretty mediocre to be honest. I do like the very ending of the first, I guess, chapter of Fate Go though. So if that ever gets animated, then I would probably watch that. Otherwise, though, most of it is okay, I guess. I haven't really watched the anime. It's kind of redundant because I already know the story, but then again, I can watch it animated. I don't know.
エミヤくん、さっきは随分とライダーに見とれていたようじゃない？
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Rin is not jealous. She's just smug. Smug tsundere. Those sharp eyes of her, I have to tread carefully. Looks like she's well aware of what her butler's doing, even if he's behind her back.
そうよね。私もライダーったらすごいなって思ったし。もう呆れるやら羨ましいやら。
We.
ご理解いただけると。
I guess they were talking about Paris before. We. Still in absolute obedience mode, I reply, butler-like.
じゃあ、ライダーのどこを最初に見た？
The boobies, you see.
はて、どこと申されますと？
I'm losing my composure under the pressure of my master's, I mean, Tohsaka's relentless interrogation. The spot I looked at first is meant to be the part I was most fascinated with in all likelihood. It's really a difficult question. I mean, it's the boobs. You look at the boobs.
エミヤくんと同じところ見てたのかなって興味があってさ。
それはもう、
If I lie, she'll definitely find out. It's only natural for a guy. So of course, the very first thing I saw was cleavage.
顔が赤いわよ、エミヤくんったら。
そりゃ赤面もする。大体な、なんだ。
A poo is that sort of place. It's rude not to be fascinated by a woman's body. Is it? I mean, I don't know.
ちゃんと正直に答えたよね。偉い偉い。
お褒めいただきありがたくって。そういう遠坂はどこなんだよ。
Well, she obviously looks at the boobs as well.
シロと同じかな。
She splashes and kicks her feet. I wonder, is she sulking?
あそこまで立派だとね。やっぱり負い目は感じちゃうわけ。それにライダーは全体があれでしょ？
The parts that should be out go out. The parts that should be in go in. And the parts that should be long stretch out longer. A truly perfect body. I guess it's sort of how I feel about Archer at Lancer's height. Maybe?
せっかく気合を入れてエミヤ君をあっと言わせようと思ったのにね。ま、ライダーじゃ仕方ないけど、相変わらずここ一番はケチがつくみたい。
She sighs.
そうか？どっちが上かで言えば、俺は遠坂の方が可愛いけど。
I tried to get her to acknowledge the fact herself. Damn, I said without thinking, and now I'm blushing at my own frankness. Again.
あのな、遠坂。
I call out to break the unbearable silence. Letting a hand with their master as a loss is the duty of a butler.
ライダーは確かに綺麗だったけど、最初に見た遠坂の水着姿ほどじゃなかった。
らしくもないお世辞ね。
お世辞じゃないぞ。そんな器用なことできるか。
That's right. Clumsiness in its own way knows when it's time to set things right.
いいか。どんなにライダーの水着姿が綺麗でもな、見ても実感が湧かないというか、感心するだけだ。なんだ、ほら。ライダーには悪いんだが、富士山を見たり、ナイアガラの滝を見たりする感じ。
Mount Fuji or Niagara Falls. Best rider Alexander? Yeah, oh, yeah, in Phase Zero, I guess. Though my favorite rider would probably, well, it's obviously Astolfo, but anyway.
そうね。なんとなく言いたいことはわかるわ。
だろ？けど、遠坂を見たときは素直に嬉しかった。胸やスタイルも勝つとか負けるとかじゃなくて、すごく遠坂らしくて、うまい表現がないんだが。
I nervously stir the water around my waist. Okay. Tohsaka is also watching me attentively as she floats.
ぶしつけに言うと、俺、遠坂を見て興奮してるんだなって実感した。
こんなところで何言い出すのよ。もう。
It's just as embarrassing as for me, so she can't put up with it for a bit. Wait, why am I seriously elaborating this?
直接的な意味じゃないぞ。とにかく遠坂は十分魅力的で、今も本当はドキドキしてて、ライダーのことは気にならないってこと。あと今日時間過ぎるの早すぎ。もう午後になっちまう。
Well, Rin does have one, strength over Rider, and it's her infamous thighs, obviously. Though it's much more accentuated when she's wearing thigh highs. Not wearing thigh highs right now. Anyway. Ooh, I can't stop myself. I'm too embarrassed. I want to take this float and carry Tohsaka away with us somewhere.
待て、落ち着く。すぐ落ち着く。
Your favorite servant is Joan the Arc. You have her body pillow, but it's the Archer version? There's an Archer version of Jean? I thought Jean was like only a ruler. Is she like an archer in some other like spin-off series or something? I don't know. Anyway, this is improper for a butler. Ha-hoo! I take 2 deep breaths.
以上、執事からの本音だ。こっちはそんな感じだから、遠坂に絶対服従でも文句はないし、それはそれで楽しい。
Oh, the summer one. Oh yeah, the one where she gets a whale. I guess, well, yeah. I remember. I guess it's in the GP version, so I don't really remember it. Because I only really played the, the NA version. Oh, serving someone I actually desire. There's a warm and fuzzy feeling of something like dominance emanating from it. I feel I have a lot to be embarrassed by with what I just said, but for now, I just clear my throat and assume my waiting position once more.
遠坂
Might as well wear a butler uniform, but I guess it would get wet here.
私だって白をほっぽってどっか行けないじゃない。
Murmuring something odd, Tohsaka gets out of the float ring.
まだ手が焼けてしょうがないって言ったの。まあ、悪いのはこっちだったんだけど。
Tohsaka shrugs with indifference. That seemed to be a reflection not on me, but on Tohsaka herself. And then...
遠坂
いいから、 ものこれぐらい普通でしょ。
Was this girl listening? I just confessed I'm still excited, and I'm excited, eh? Quote unquote.
ああ、心拍数上がってる。本当に我慢してたんだ、エミヤくん。
そう言ってるだろ。なのでもうちょっと離れてください。
ダメ。それと今ので再認識しちゃった。エミヤくんはまだまだ未熟者で、そのおせっかい焼きはどうあっても私の仕事なんだって。こればっかりはライダーもセイバーも邪魔できない天職よね。
She smiled sweetly. Honestly, that smile alone fascinated me from the bottom of my heart.
まだまだ未熟者で悪かったですね。
I grumble in a butler voice. Does he have a butler voice?
ええ、悔しいなら私が取られて焦るようないい男に成長しなさい。その日を楽しみに待ってるわ、私のバトラーさん。
Butler. Well, I mean, now I'm just imagining Archer, right? Well, like the future version of Shirou in like a butler uniform. That's basically what it is. So that is also part of the right of absolute obedience. To think that a full-fledged magus should also be a gentleman, I had no idea. This might be a really valuable pool date.
さて、未来の話はおしまい。今日は今日のプールを楽しみましょう。ほら来て、あっちにウォータースライダーとかあるじゃない。まずはあれをやって、その後はビーチバレーまである。ライダー捕まえてバレーしましょう、バレー。
Yoo-hoo! Oh, that's what she says. She just said that. She runs off merrily.
はいはい、お付き合いしましょう。もちろん。
As a butler, the option of disobedience does not cross my mind. I too shall enjoy this to my heart's content. After all, there are less than 5 hours to go until closing time. I'm sure the afternoon will go by in the blink of an eye, just as the morning did. And we fade to white. Some servants are OP, just like Gilgamesh.
楽しんだ、楽しんだ。
Yeah, speaking of Gilgamesh, I wonder what's the... We never learned much about Gilgamesh, because Gilgamesh in Fate Hollow Ataraxia, he just showed up as like a little kid, right? And I have a feeling like he knows about everything. Like he knows about the time loop and the world and everything, and I believe it's been implied that he's Karen's like servant for some reason. I don't know how he's connected to all of this somehow. I don't know. Or maybe it's just like, we never know? I don't know.
5万円か、Tohsaka.
Gilgamesh I guess Gilgamesh just knows everything. I don't know. I managed to keep up Tohsaka's over-the-top nonsense. In the end, we played beach volleyball with some oddly familiar-looking tough guys. Okay, it's just Lancer and Archer again. They showed up at the pool once again. I was told to make us win, though even if she says something like that, I'm pretty sure our opponents weren't even human. Oh, Archer's sort of human? I don't know.
勝負事は何でも手を抜かないのが書くんだからね。でも高さが足りなかったわね。
To beat those two in height would take someone like Kuzuki-sensei or the late priest Kotomine Yorokobe. And with Tohsaka trying to match the momentum while wearing a bikini, the onlookers got very excited. To sum it up, we may have lost the game, but we won in style.
ああ、そうだ、Tohsaka。
どうしたの？下の商店街に行って買い物でもしてく用事があるの？
じゃなくて、俺の絶対服従の期限どうする？
Until death. The deal I made with Tohsaka was for all of today. Returning from the pool, Tohsaka has long since changed back into her regular clothes. Seeing as we already left the place, it wouldn't be at all odd for the time limit to have passed.
まだ続けるか？
Absolute obedience for all of today. Taken literally, it could continue until midnight. Besides, I feel like I don't want it to ever end.
じゃあ、契約は完了。これでいい？
As if to sever all ties to not leave any regrets, Tohsaka states that, definitively. Yeah, that's right, I agree.
よし。これからTohsakaに反抗期の限りを尽くそう。
は あら、シロウもそんなお年頃なのね。よしよし、師匠が弟子の悩みはちゃんと聞いてあげるわよ。
なんも変わらないじゃないか、やっぱり。
ただいま。
今戻ったさ。疲れた。
あ、お土産忘れたわね。
Oh yeah, the souvenirs.
マカデミアンナッツとかハワイアンまんじゅうとかあったのに。
そっか。それじゃ、それは次の機会ということで。
Well, I imagine Saber is disappointed now. No souvenirs for her. Alright. I think you started losing your mind after Fate Extra last Encore? Fate Extra. I mean, that's the PSP game, right? Where everyone's like in like a weird virtual world. Never played that. I don't know because I don't know. There's the original one that's available for PSP, but then there's the sequel. Is it an anime too? But there's also a sequel that was just never translated, which kind of sucks because that's the one where that's where the story picks up. I think, you know, ironically in the sequel or pseudo sequel, not really a sequel, but like I don't know, something like that. Well, let's see. I guess starting the scene. I guess the last one will be Sakura shopping. I don't know. Let's go shopping. You know, it's just very mundane things. I feel like, but I guess we'll do that scene as well. Gotta get 100%.